The military will teach you discipline, leadership, and sacrifice. What it will not teach you is how to build wealth. And that gap between what the military gives you and what nobody tells you is costing veterans hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost opportunity. Today, we're going to close that gap because if I had known these 5 things, I would have saved myself a lot of financial pain. I learned the hard way, so you don't have to. Welcome back if you're already subscribed. If you're new here, well, welcome to the Enlisted Millionaire. I'm Randy, a retired Air Force Senior Master Sergeant with about 21 years of service. I retired from the military at 38, and now I'm working full-time in corporate America and creating content like this because I know what it's like to navigate the military without a financial roadmap. This channel is about helping the military community understand the full financial picture that nobody ever gives you. And that's exactly what today's video is about. I asked my Facebook community a question recently. What's one thing you wish someone had told you about money that you had to figure out on your own? And guess what? There were some common themes, and the answers are going to be woven throughout this entire video. If you're not in that community yet, the link will be in the description below because conversations like that are happening over there pretty much every week. Today, I've got 5 money moves I wish every military member made in their 20s. I'm going to save the best one for last, and I'm even going to throw in a bonus tip at the end that I think will change the way you think about money altogether. So stick around for that. Let's start with the one that hit me personally. And based on the comments in the Facebook community, I'm definitely not alone here. When you join the military, especially if you're young, that paycheck feels like a lot. And the military covers a lot of your basic needs. Housing, healthcare, food. That's actually a dangerous combination if you're not careful. And those of you that have been through this know exactly what I'm talking about. Because your expenses are low and your income feels high. So what happens? You spend it. That's lifestyle creep. Every raise, every promotion, your spending creeps up to match it. And before you know it, you're making more than you ever have, and you still living paycheck to paycheck. I was spending money as fast as I was making it in my 20s. And today, I couldn't even tell you where most of it went. I started racking up credit card debt on top of that, which is not good. I was a disciplined airman. I just wasn't disciplined with my money yet. One of my community members, Norman, said it perfectly. Don't buy into lifestyle creep. Debt is slavery. And he's right. And looking back, I guarantee a good portion of my money ended up going into paying interest on that debt. The move here is simple, but it's not easy. Live below your means from day one, before the lifestyle sets in, before the car payment, before the credit cards become normal. Build the habit of spending less than you make while your expenses are still low, because that gap between what you earn and what you spend is where wealth is built. And that starts with a budget. I know. Trust me, nobody wants to hear about that. Budgeting is boring, but it's the foundation of everything else. You can't avoid lifestyle creep if you don't know where your money's going. You can't build wealth without knowing what you have to work with. I built a free budget calculator over at enlistedmillionaire.com. I'm going to pull it up right here. It's simple. It can take about 10 minutes to fill out. You enter your information, hit analyze, and you're going to get a clear visual of exactly where your money's going. You can even save the output. I'll link it in the description. Go use it. Move number 2 is one most 18-year-olds joining the military have never even thought about. I know I didn't. It's your credit score. The majority of us walk in with almost no credit history because, well, we're young. And the military is actually the perfect environment to build it. You have a stable income, a predictable schedule as far as your payment or your paycheck goes, low cost of living for a majority of us compared to someone that's not in the military. You have every single advantage here, and most people don't use it. Here's why it matters more than you think, especially in the military. Your VA loan benefit, which we'll talk about in a minute, runs through your credit score. Your ability to buy rental properties later in life runs through your credit score. Your interest rates, your options, your financial flexibility, all of it is shaped through that 3-digit number, your credit score. The move here is pretty straightforward. Get one credit card. Do not get in debt. Use it like a debit card. Only spend what you already have and pay it off in full every single month. You're not using it to borrow money. You're using it to build a track record. Do that consistently and your score will take care of itself. Look, you have to be very disciplined here. Protect it like it's an asset because your credit score is. Move number 3 is where I want to spend a little extra time because this is one where you start to build long-term wealth. Start investing early. I don't care if it's $25 a month. Just start. Chris, one of my community members, said he was always a saver, but wished he had started investing 10 years sooner. That comment stuck with me pretty hard. I felt it. There's a difference between saving and investing. Here's what you want to understand about investing in your 20s. The dollars you invest in your 20s will be some of the most powerful dollars of your entire retirement. Think about that. That's crazy to think about. And it's not because of how much you put in, but because of how long they've had to work for you. They being the money. Time is the one ingredient you can never buy back. In the military, you have the TSP, the Thrift Savings Plan. If you're on the BRS retirement plan, you're getting 1% added to your TSP right away. But that additional 4% starts getting in year 2. Get in the habit of making sure you're contributing at least 5% so you get that match. That is free money. You'll never get that type of return anywhere else. When I joined, we didn't have the TSP. I was putting money in savings bonds through an allotment. Looking back, looking at the options I had at the time, I would have put every dollar of that into a Roth IRA. We'll talk about the Roth later and why specifically a Roth in a minute. But the move here, start contributing your TSP right away. Automate it so you never see it and let that money grow. Move number 4. And this one is unique to military. The VA loan benefit is one of the most powerful financial tools available to anyone in this country. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, PMI. It has competitive interest rates, and you've earned it. Jay, one of my community members, summed it up perfect. Buy a house at each station and keep it. That is the exact message an NCO told me when I was about to PCS for my first base. I bought my first home in 2001 as a senior airman using my VA loan. When I PCS'd, I kept it and turned it into a rental. That one decision, or maybe it was 2, started my entire real estate journey. The home I live in today, right here, was also purchased with a VA loan. The VA loan was the foundation of the rental property portfolio I now have. But here's what I wish someone would have told me, because what I'm about to tell you now, don't just buy because you can. Before you buy at any base, understand the rental market in that area first. Here's a real example. When my daughter and her husband got stationed in Las Vegas, the market at that time didn't make sense to buy. You could rent a place, a similar place, for half of what a mortgage payment would have been. That's a problem. And here's what I mean by that. Because when you PCS, it's going to happen more than likely, and you try to rent that house out, you're eating that difference every single month. That's not a good place to be in. And if the home didn't appreciate in that time, you can't really sell it and make a profit, so you'd be at a loss. So the question to ask yourself, so you don't get in this situation before you buy, is if you had to rent that house tomorrow, would it cover all of your expenses and still have something left over? That's what I asked before buying my current home. Rental prices in our area were high. I knew that if I ever needed to rent it, the numbers worked. Now, I'll be honest with you. Real estate is not passive. I don't care what people say on other forums and social medias. I've been doing this for over 20 years. I'll tell you straight, it takes work. There's more risk here than putting your money in the market, but the potential upside can be significant when you do it right. No risk, no reward, right? This topic deserves its own video, and it's coming. But the move right now is this. Use your VA loan, understand the rental market before you buy, and think of every PCS as a potential real estate opportunity. All right, I told you I was saving the best for last. Here it is. Open a Roth IRA. So many military members have never even heard of a Roth IRA, or if they have, they assume, well, I have the TSP and that's enough. And it's not always the case. The TSP is a great account. I have one. I watch it grow every year. But a Roth IRA is a different animal and belongs right alongside it. Here's the difference that probably matters. With a Roth IRA, you have flexibility on your withdrawals, and that matters if you want to be fully retired or even partially retired before 59 and a half. It also offers tax advantage ways to invest in more aggressive funds. Now, here's why that really matters in your 20s and why it's a perfect time to open one. You're likely in your lowest tax bracket of your entire life right now. Pay taxes now at your lowest rate and never pay them again. That's the Roth advantage. But here's what nobody tells you, and this is unique to the military. If you deploy to a combat zone, you know that your income during that deployment is tax exempt. Guess what? That means you can contribute tax-free money into your Roth IRA or your Roth TSP for that matter. Money that was never taxed going in, never taxed coming out. That is one of the most powerful wealth building moves available to anyone. And guess what? Pretty much only people in the uniform have that advantage. I put together an entire video on TSP versus Roth IRA, the sequencing that goes much deeper on this. I'll link it at the end. The move, open a Roth IRA, contribute what you can, increase it when you can, with the goal to max out that limit. That limit changes every year. And if you deploy to a tax-free zone, every dollar you can contribute is going every dollar you can contribute is going in tax-free. Don't wait on this one. The earlier you open it, the harder it works for you over the years. If you made it this far, you deserve a bonus one, and here it is. Think of this one as a practical way to accelerate everything we just talked about. Build multiple income streams. Your military pay is one stream right now, but the wealthiest people, military or civilian, don't rely on one stream of income. They build multiple. And here's what people miss. Those streams can serve different purposes at different stages of your life. If you're carrying debt, an extra income stream can be pointed directly at accelerating that payoff. Once that debt is gone, that same stream shifts to fueling your investment rate. And depending on what that income stream looks like, it can definitely give you something even more valuable than money. Flexibility. The kind of flexibility that lets you consider being partially or maybe even fully retired in your 40s or early 50s, long before a traditional retirement age. Here's what that looks like for me personally. Military retirement pay, VA compensation, rental income from my portfolio, my properties, my personal income, my wife's income, side business income, and investment dividends. That right there is 7 streams. They didn't all happen at once. They were built over time, one decision at a time. And later in life, these will evolve. TSP, IRA, 401k, my brokerage account, all those withdrawals, and eventually Social Security. Your income streams will look different than mine. There's no single right answer here. But the question to start asking in your 20s is, what is my next income stream going to be? Your military career is one stream income. What's stream 2 or 3? The people that ask that question early are the ones who have options later. Here's what I want you to take away from all of this, these 5 things plus the 1. The military gave you tools that most people your age never had: a steady paycheck, a VA loan, TSP with a government match of your BRS, a pension if you stay in. These are advantages most Americans will never see because of the sacrifice you made by joining the military. The dollars that you save, let me take that back, the dollars that you invest in your 20s will be some of the most powerful dollars in your retirement, as compounding interest works in your favor. If this video helped you, hit the like button. It helps this channel reach more military members and the military community that need this information. Subscribe if you're new. Drop a comment below. Tell me which one of these 5 moves hit you the hardest. I read every single one. I'm Randy, the Enlisted Millionaire, and I'll see you in the next one.